Well, hello guys. My name is Charles Richard. You guys already know who I am. I haven't done a video for a while, but there's a reason for it. I've been, kind of being lazy. That's what happens when you get retired. You just go out and have some fun. And so, as you guys know, I have the Fujifilm, the X-H2, and that has always been it's a very good, very, very, very good camera, but it is on the bigger side, and it's not a camera really that inspires me to go out and shoot. It's a camera that, although it does 8K and although it does all of these great things, it's just not one of those Fuji. It's not a regular customary Fuji product that when you pick it up it makes you want to go and shoot. So I was looking for something small, and I've had the X100V, and the X100V is an okay camera. It's not a bad camera. It's a really good camera, but all of these cameras prior to the XH lineup and the XT5 lineup, they all sort of suffered a little bit with the autofocus. So it was sort of like a hit and miss. So what I did was I wanted a small camera, a street camera, and because I've got the 40 megapixel XH2, I wanted to stick with that 40 megapixel sensor, that same sensor. So I went out today and I got me a street photography camera. So I bought me the XT5. All right, this is the XT5. Did I really need it? No, but I did need something that was very much smaller. Now this camera here is actually, the body alone is actually, I want to say it is smaller in height. It is smaller in height than the X100V. It's a little bit thicker, but it's not much thicker. The lens is what makes it thick. I've got it paired here with the 23 millimeter. This is the 23 millimeter, the f2.0, the Fujinon f2.0, because the idea behind this camera is not to have a big camera, is to go out and do some street shooting. And because it's got the articulating screen, it's a different type of articulating screen. It's not the flip out screen. Instead, you can actually bring it up, like the old style, the old style cameras. You can bring it up, you can bring it down, or you can also press over here and then bring it up to the side, so that when you're shooting like this, when you're shooting vertical video or photos, you can actually see the screen much better. It's a step down from the XH2, a huge step down, because the viewfinder, the electronic viewfinder, is not as bright as the XH2, because you're talking about 5 point something megapixels compared to 3 point something. So yeah, you're gonna see that. But it is, what's good about this is a camera that doesn't lose what Fuji is really known for. Fuji is known for making cameras that make people want to pick up that camera and shoot. That's what Fuji is mostly known for. And this, because it's got the retro dials, it actually is a camera that makes me want to go out and shoot. Now this camera is so small that here's a 12-ounce can of soda. Look how small this camera is. All right, this camera is that small, just to give you an idea of how small the camera is. So for street photography, this is a very, very good alternative. I have the X20, the Fuji X20 also, which is an old camera, which came out I think like 2012, something like that. And that camera is actually the same size as this, just like the XT30, the XT32 version 2 also is the same size as this camera. This camera is super small, and it's solid. It feels solid on the hand. Now I do have to make a couple of comments in as far as the quality is concerned, because I come from being with Fuji for quite a lot of years. Okay, I'm going through almost 20 years being with Fuji, and the actual quality of the camera builds have been degrading. You can feel it in the in the knobs. You can feel it in the push buttons. You know what I'm saying? It's not that quality that used to that Fuji used to put out. That used to be more like a Swiss watchmaker that was so precise and so, and the craft was like super nice, you know what I'm saying? And it felt really nice. It's not that anymore, but it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's really, really good. It feels really good on the hand. But when you come from a person like myself that I've been with them for so many years, and you come from using cameras like Leicas and cameras that are made in Germany, and cameras, you know what I'm saying, that are really good cameras, not Canon, not Sony, not Chinese made cameras, all right, which when you pick them up, you know, they're all plastic and they look like toys. No, I'm talking about really solid cameras. You know, you can see the difference. But this here is a really solid camera. It's all weather sealed. Because I'm using the F2 series, which is the small lens. You know, they have like a set of three lenses. They have the 23, the 35, and the 50 millimeter. They're all the same size, and they have a 16 2.8, which is also the same size as this. And with all those four lenses, that's all you need. Look how small this thing is. Look how small this thing is. Look how the dials on this. All right, the dials on this are just, you know, it's really easy to do like a quick setup, you know, where you can see everything. You don't have to go into the menu. You can just adjust everything right here, and you're ready to shoot. You know, you're ready to do your street photography. You're ready. It's much better. Okay, for me, it's much better. It's got a lot more fun shooting. It makes you want to like set up the camera up. You know what I'm saying? It's that sort of a feel, it's that sort of a vibe. And that is what Fuji is all about. The X-H2 doesn't do that. Neither does the X-H2S. They're great cameras, don't get me wrong. They're really, really, really good cameras, right? But it's not a camera that makes me want to pick it up and makes me want to carry it all over me. Number one, it's bulky, it's heavy. You know, it's just, you know, it makes you look very professional, yes, all right, but I don't want to look very professional, you know, when I go down to Disney. I want to look like a tourist. You know, this camera, I put it right on here, you know, and I look like a tourist, you know. As a matter of fact, people come up to me and go, hey, what camera is that? That looks such a nice, because they see all the buttons, they see all the dials, you know what I'm saying? And it's a piece of art, a piece of work that Fuji makes that is a conversation starter. You know, and this is what Fuji is all about. Besides all the great stuff that they have in it, you know, the film simulations, the 40 megapixel sensor, the 6.2 video recording. I mean, it's got a ton of stuff. Seriously, it really does have a ton of stuff. And when you have a 40 megapixel sensor and you have the converter, the digital converter, which you can convert to 1.4 or 2.0 when you crop, you actually end up with a good quality video or a good quality photo, you know. So it's good. It's really, really good. I really like it. Not all lenses are the same on this camera. Earlier I tested the Viltrox 33 1.4, and it was horrible. All right, it was horrible. With the 40 megapixel sensor, it's horrible. With the 26 megapixel sensor, it works fine. But with the 40 megapixel sensor, it's just terrible, you know. So I went back and I didn't have this lens, so I went to the store and I bought it. The lens cost me $449, and the camera was $1,800. You know, for the camera. But you know, it's worth it. You know, it's worth it. I mean, I really started thinking about it. You know, right now you can't get the X100V, and the X100V is going for about $2,000. This is a great alternative to the X100V. Let me tell you, this is the way to go. But anyways, I just wanted to, you know, sort of like pop in and let you guys know that I've got the X-T5 in my new arsenal. You know, now I've got the XH2, the X-T5. I've got the XH2S also, and I also have the X-T4. You know, and so all the other cameras I got rid of, except for the X-T20, which the only reason that it's I never sold it is because it's damaged. I think the sensor, it's got some problems with the sensor, and so it's just an ornament. Let's put it this way: it's just an ornament on my shelf. I can't sell that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, this is the way to go. So anyways, I'm gonna be shooting some videos and some stuff with this camera, and I'm gonna be posting it here so you guys can take a look at this wonderful camera. If you have any questions, you know, just let me know. I also picked up the new version 2 of the Rode. This is the Rode wireless. I'm sorry, not the wireless. I'm sorry, the Rode video mic. All right, you can see it there. The actual dead cat on here is like night and day. The dead cat on here, they've actually invested a lot of time and a lot of money into developing the dead cat, and you can tell the difference when you're outside, because it really does block the wind. All right, because it is wow, it is a very, very high quality dead cat. And so for my video, if I want to do my video, I just plug my my microphone, okay, right to the side, and I got my video set up right here, ready to go. Look how small this thing is. I mean, guys, look at this. All right, this makes me want to pick up the camera and go out and shoot. You know, it's just not something that is super bulky. I don't put the microphone on unless I'm going to use it. So I carry my microphone in my bag, in my little sling bag, and the camera, I just carry it around me, you know. And when I want to use it, you know, boop, I don't even have to put it up on my eye. I just, since it's got this tilt, okay, as you can see here, since it's got this tilt, right? You see that? Okay, since it's got this tilt, the only thing I gotta do is just put it up to my waist, and boom, I can see and I can shoot. I can see and I can shoot my photos. It's a great camera, great street camera. You know, I do highly recommend it. But just know this, that on the 40 megapixel, not every lens works well with the 40 megapixel, because it doesn't. A lot of the lenses don't cover the whole sensor, and so some of the lenses that Fuji makes were made for the 26 megapixel, for the APS-C 26 megapixel. They never had in mind of creating a 40 megapixel sensor. As lenses come out, the lenses will be getting better, and I'm sure they're gonna start, you know, designing them to where they can cover the 40 megapixel sensor. And yes, but it doesn't mean that they don't work. They do work. It's just that they don't cover the whole sensor, so you're not getting the true 40 megapixel the benefits of using a complete 40 megapixel sensor. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. So yeah, anyways, this was a short video, and so I hope you like this, and if you do, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.